Welcome to our evening meditation. It looks like evening in Hawaii. Right now it's 9:05 in New York City Eastern Time, and it's 3:05 in Hawaii. Welcome everyone. And everyone meeting Janine and everyone else that's here in spirit. So today, I was thinking about our very good friend, Steve, and how I want to dedicate this meditation to him, for him. And this is probably not the last time I'll be dedicating meditation to him. Steve is one of those inspirations when he's actively attending and participating. Somehow the words, I feel the words land in his heart um, very powerfully. So I don't know if any facilitators out there who are going to listen to this recording, and maybe even you, Janine. There are people out there who listen powerfully, and you could tell that they have this connection with the facilitator. So this is going out to Steve and everyone else. We're going to welcome ourselves to our body. Janine right now is in paradise, and wherever we are in the world, we're going to create a paradise from within by expressing gratitude. Number one, for being alive. Number two, for having this time and space to meditate, to have some semblance of stillness, of centeredness and grounding, and some quiet as well. So as we get more comfortable with being centered and still and quiet, notice that if you have any feeling of awkwardness or an abnormal feeling, like I don't do this very often, just notice it and appreciate that now you're doing this. And it's perfectly okay to spend some time with ourselves and reflect. And as we're doing that, we're noticing how our breathing is slowly regulating from a usually rapid pace through the day to a more natural pace. And we could add even more power to our breathing by being intentional in our inhale and exhale. As we notice, the purpose of breathing is to inhale important nutrients into our body, such as oxygen and other molecules and elements that help us survive and regenerate ourselves, both giving birth and releasing any toxins at the same time, giving birth to new cells and releasing the old ones as their time passes. Noticing in our inhale and exhale this very basic but extremely vital function that we don't always pay attention to. And when we do, something happens. A connection with the most basic sense of self happens. A feeling of presence, as if time is standing still. A feeling of connection with our surroundings. noticing that between our own physical body and other objects and living entities surrounding us, there is space. But even in that space, there is connection, which means we are connected with everything surrounding us and beyond. And in noticing that connection, we feel the energy and the frequency of the surrounding objects, the surrounding atmosphere surrounding our body, as the atmosphere surrounds the earth, protecting it, nourishing it, covering it like a loving blanket. Some people call this an aura, may have a color, may have a frequency. The energy that we give off as human beings changes. Sometimes we are sad, sometimes we are joyous, sometimes we have peace. This evening, you can surrender in whatever energy is calling for you, whatever energy fits most appropriately tonight and today. For me, it's the energy of connection with the people on this call, the people who will listen to this call and this session in the future, family, friends, conversations I've had throughout the day. Connection with all. And as we continue to be aware of this connection, perhaps notice if your heart feels like it's going to expand as it reaches further. Notice the source of your connection with all things comes from your heart. And the more you are the being in connected or connection, the greater you feel your heart expand. The more alive you feel. The more in awe you feel. As you notice both your uniqueness and surrender any significance that you created for yourself. As we continue to breathe, let's focus on the people that we love and care about, who have made such a positive impact in our life, changing our lives. We are who we are because of them. Sending gratitude to these wonderful people in our life. Including one of our most beloved members, Steve Ford, who has been a source of wisdom and love that is both rare, unique, and divine. That is all rare, unique, and divine. The personification of an angel on earth. And as we notice the divinity of our loved one and ones, we also recognize the divinity within our own self. Because in order to see something in someone, you have to see it in yourself first. So in acknowledging others, being grateful for others, we are also honoring ourselves. Which is another way of the connection that we all share with each other. So as we delve further into this meditation, let's send love by saying, I love you, those special people in our life, in our minds. The ones that are easy to love, let's send love to those first. And the ones that we love because we have to, let's send love to those as well. And then those that we know we should love, but we withhold for some reason. And perhaps the reason is a really great reason. But why don't we give that up just for today and love them anyway? And in doing so, we're also loving that part of ourselves, which we are most critical of. Because what we don't like in others is usually something that we don't like in ourselves. Again, with the connection that we have with each other. So as we send unconditional, or as close to unconditional as possible, let's send gratitude to the source of our creation. By saying thank you. Thank you for my existence. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for my safety and for surrounding me with people that love and support me. Thank you for the many gifts that I see and the many gifts that I don't see. Thank you. And with that gratitude, when you're ready. You can open your eyes, wiggle your toes and your nose, and notice the loving presence of everyone surrounding you. Thank you, Janine, for this beautiful meditation. Pam, how did you like it? She said it was good. The compliment.
A
You
pleasure.
get many of them, do you, from me?
This is important, by the way. So Janine's in Hawaii. Look at that. It is so clear the sky's white.
What Hawaii, the main island?
Oahu, right over on it. Honolulu. Samita's here too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard us on the plane, remember? It says going to Honolulu. It had the announcement during the meditation this morning.
I did. Oh no, just now. How'd you know she's on just now?
Oh, well.
Oh, look at that. She's in the room.
I was doing your meditation while napping.
Beautiful.
Oh my God, this place is so amazing, Fami. You should be out here.
Oh my God, that's so great. Can you give me a
Once we
can you
take-
give me a panoramic of the surrounding area?
Yeah.
Have you seen any dolphins or turtles in the ocean?
Look at the oceans, right?
Gorgeous.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Now, whose place is this, Janine? Or are you renting?
We got to come because we qualified. I don't remember, something good.
Oh, so you want
tired.
for good performance?
So usually within our
That's how.
in our agency, Andre always hosts like an annual vision expansion, if you will. And since he moved to Oahu about 2 years ago and bought 30 plus acres, he wanted a place where people could literally come, but also he's creating his lifestyle, right? So it allows for his family, his 2 younger children and his wife to still live into their lifestyles while he's building this huge agency, like literally from like coast to coast. And so this was the first opportunity that he actually collected a space in Oahu where for the last 3 months he has been having different parts of his organization fly in to literally get coached. And so around 6 o'clock, we'll be doing it today, tomorrow, and then on Wednesday or on Friday. And it's beautiful because like throughout the rest of the days, like just focus on what you're doing, like have the conversations, get close to like your community, like your team. Like we've got people again who coming up from southern part of Oahu, people flying in from California, and at least in our team, like Minnesota, coming together at least for this week. And then next week there's gonna be a whole nother team that flies in. And so it's just beautiful because what he's really doing is on an annual basis, it's one of his goals to stretch the visions of his leaders in his agency. And so, yeah, me and Samira, we're leaders in his agency.
So
Nice.
I'm making, oh, let me flip the thing around. I'm so sleepy. I barely slept. But oh my God, they have so many loungy things. And oh my God, it's like now there's a nice breeze and it smells like Hawaii. I mean, it's like, oh, as soon as you land it. So it has that wetness of like tropicalness
Yeah.
and so warm, but it's like so warm that I feel melted like butter because I'm only used to like 70-degree wet. I'm spoiled. I just used to 70, so anything over 70, and I'm like, oh, it's so
I need to
now
take a
it's
nap.
delicious.
Yeah.
So I napped, and then I'm making mjadra and gibinayi
What?
and kafta بالفرن, with the batata and the banadura.
Where'd you get the
And
kipinay from?
tabbouleh, I'm putting them all to chopping up stuff. And then, and then we went to trade. Oh my God, it was so good because I was like, oh, it's too bad we don't have baklava but I don't have it in me. to
This
make
is
any
like a
of that.
foreign
So
language to
then
me.
you get to
Paklava is
Costco and
baklava.
boom, there's
Oh,
baklava there.
I had one today. Oh my God, I love it.